Hello guys, Matt here and welcome back to another mini-cast on the Ayres podcast channel. Today, I'm sat in call with Jack. Obviously, we still can't be around a table to do a full-fledged proper podcast, but hopefully you guys are enjoying these mini-casts anyway. Today, we're going to be talking about content creation on YouTube and the decline of FORTNITE and the rise of some other games that we think are going to be the main content creation games going forward. So, Jack, just to put a little bit of perspective on everything, what sort of content do you watch on YouTube, if any at all?
So what you mean, like literally now or previously or what?
Or just in general, yeah, previously. What's been your go-tos?
Well, I mean, I'm sort of subscribed to, I wouldn't say a mass amount of people, probably I don't know, 15, 20 people, I guess.
Yeah.
Mainly, so I mean, you sort of got Sidemen, Stephen Tries, Will N.E., Cody Co, obviously yourself. So it's kind of, it's kind of like a bit of commentary, people who are funny, I guess, and then CODs. I used to watch FORTNITE when it was more popular.
Yeah.
And then battle royales. I kind of watched H1Z1 when that was a thing. Sort of a bit of PUBG, not as much as PUBG though.
So you've kind of gone through the big sort of battle royale motion, really, starting with H1Z1.
Yeah.
Then going to PUBG, then
Fortnite.
to Fortnite, and now on to Call of Duty Warzone, I'm guessing.
Warzone, and then it looks like that Valorant. It looks to be pushed by a lot of streamers, so I'm assuming that's going to be the next thing. But
yeah, I think that's very much a replacement of CSGO.
Yeah.
That's very much going to be a replacement of that one potentially. It's not necessarily going to be.
I wouldn't particularly say replacement, but yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah,
I
don't think it's going to be
massive. I can't see
huge.
CSGO ever finishing in a sense.
No, but so from my perspective, I've watched a variety of different content over the years, and I maybe am subscribed to quite a few more people than you are, but I do need to clean up my sub box because it is a bit of a mess. It's definitely something I'm going to be working on soon because I've got lots of people on there that I may be subscribed to in a certain motion of YouTube where I was trying to get ideas, watch people that were doing the same sort of thing as me, blah blah blah. So I've got a lot of FIFA streamers and FIFA YouTubers on there that obviously I'm not interested in anymore because I'm not really part of that scene anymore. Call of Duty was where I started, so around Black Ops sort of time, it was Ali A.
Yeah.
Big Ali A, getting insane gameplays on Call of Duty back in the day. Watched him for a very, very long time. And then, so he was basically the only person I watched. I only watched YouTube once a week, and I just watch all of his Call of Duty videos, and then that'd be me done for the week. But then he started a new channel where he played a little known game called Minecraft that I'm sure some of you have heard of. I was
just gonna say I don't particularly watch Minecraft really, unless it's a live stream. So
yeah,
that's
so
thing. If you got a live stream on
watched
YouTube, it's different stuff to watch.
Yeah, so on Ali A, he went to more Ali A, which he then started doing Minecraft stuff on. And on there, he did a series with a little known, very small content creator called Vicstar123. Ended up watching their playthrough together on Minecraft when Minecraft was pretty new.
Yeah.
And from there, started following Vic, who then started How to Minecraft. Which was just massive, and that opened me up to loads of different content creators.
3,000
a lot of
videos
which
later.
What's that? Sorry.
Well, Vicstar did like 3,000 videos, didn't he, of Minecraft?
Yeah,
so-
yeah. Like Minecraft in general, he just went absolutely ham. I mean, he's loaded because of it, so fair play to him. But from there, I found loads of different content creators through How to Minecraft, which I've still got like subscribed to on my main Ayres channel. A lot of which don't even upload anymore because they just burnt out and they don't do it anymore. But in particular, his How to Minecraft series led me to finding people that now do like Fortnite as their main game. So they moved from Minecraft to Fortnite. And I ended up watching a lot of Fortnite, but there's only really 2 people that I now watch who make that sort of content, and that's Laserbeam, just because he's hilarious and he just makes really funny content. So I watch him still from time to time. And then the other one is Mr. Fresh Asian, because I still can't get over how bloody good he is.
Yeah, so I don't really watch Fortnite, to be fair.
No, that he's the only one that I watch now.
Anymore. Anyway.
But that's only when I've really run out of other stuff to watch. And then the main things now are like the Sidemen, and then Vic. I'm back. I've done full circle. I've come back to Vicstar 123 with his Call of Duty content because it's just sublime.
Sometimes it's good to have a little clean-up of subs, because I was looking what I tend to do is literally just go on subscriptions and just see what videos are up. And a lot of the time I'll sort of... I mean, I think I should remove it really, but I think I'm still subbed to the Xbox channel, because they obviously used to do loads of like trailers and stuff for new games and everything. But every time they upload something, I always just scroll past it, so it's kind of not even worth... I may as well just unsub. But
there's some other stuff that I'm subscribed to. I might actually go onto it now. I'm going to risk the recording by going onto my YouTube.
Oh dear. 8 minutes in,
because there's 1 or 2 that I'm subscribed to on this main channel in particular, and it just doesn't make any sense. Like Musalk, there's someone called James Lawrence Alcott, which I think's a relation to True Geordie at some point. Memulus I still watch. Like EA Sports FIFA, I'm still subscribed to EA Sports FIFA.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense at all. Higa TV, I'm subscribed to PewDiePie. I haven't watched a PewDiePie video since like he hit 100 mil, or probably even a long time before that.
Yeah,
I'm subscribed to Elgato Gaming. Doesn't make any sense. So there's a lot on there that I'm subscribed to that don't necessarily need to be subscribed to. So I think I need to have a clean out this week and see what I can go from there. The main topic of the minicast, though, is looking at the decline of Fortnite and what we think is going to be the next big game. So Fortnite has gone through many cycles. They had an insane time in chapter 1, seasons like 3 to 10 maybe. I need to sort my shorts out there, idiot. Season like 3 to 10, where they had new content coming out every fortnight. And then content creators were making videos based on that like pretty consistently, and it just gave people a new thing to make a video out of every single week, which worked really well for content creation and obviously helped Fortnite, because Fortnite were getting a mad amount of people through the door.
Yeah.
Because every streamer, every YouTuber was making videos and streams based on their games. So it worked really well for them in that sense. But where do you see Fortnite going now? Because even like big Fortnite content creators that I've watched recently, just to like brief myself to do this recording, they have been saying like it's on the decline, it's on its way out, sort of thing.
I think it's impossible for the absolute rocket rise that Fortnite had. It's always going to be impossible to maintain that level.
Yeah.
So for it to, I guess, like you say, if you want to use the phrase dying, yeah, it's kind of inevitable. It's going to happen at some point. I guess.
But do you think it's
the same with everything?
Do you think it's got the? Yeah, but do you think it's got the potential that like Minecraft had, where it had that mini resurgence like not too long ago, where Minecraft was suddenly a thing again for 3 months, I think it was, where everyone was all about Minecraft for a little bit.
Minecraft Mondays. Well, that's the thing. An event or something can spike in interest, but it's whether that is then maintained again. But
Yeah, like Minecraft, it wasn't potentially. I mean, I know Minecraft YouTubers still do well, but in a wider spread audience, Minecraft had like a couple of months last year where it came back and it was getting as many views as Fortnite, but it has, I'm assuming, died off again where people have gone off to different games.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I can only assume that. I mean, really, it's the same with any game, but if they've got a a unique selling point, then they're still gonna have some level of interest. Now, obviously, Fortnite has been massive. It probably, I would say, is still massive because loads of people will probably still play it. But you can't build in any other game that I can think of anyway, off the top of my head. So, Fortnite has always got that unique selling point, a different style of gameplay than any other game has. Now, obviously, COD has been around for what, like, I don't know, near enough 20 odd years, I would say, or 15 years, whatever it is. So that's Fortnite must have come out what, maybe 3-4 years ago, or 2-3 years ago, something like that. I don't know, but for it to carry on, obviously COD has the advantage of releasing new games every time, but I suppose you could say the equivalent of that is Fortnite in its seasons. But
yeah, which now Call of Duty have taken on board. I mean, I've got my PlayStation screen in front of me now, and it says season 3 Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone. Like, they are still.
Well, I mean, they see something that works and they copy it. That's what anyone does in any industry. So it's,
it's interesting. I think that Fortnite has declined now to a point where it's going to start going off people's radars. It very much became an esport and an esport only, because the only things that are entertaining now and the only content that is decent is people that are stupidly good at it. Like, it's impossible for a casual like me to try and go and make a Fortnite video now. I would be there for 3 weeks, 4 weeks playing straight before I got a win, because everyone gets into a build battle. It becomes near enough an impossible task, really, to win that game, having not played it for a long time. Whereas Call of Duty, I feel like, I mean, I'm not the best example because it has taken me forever to try and get a win because I still haven't got one. But I do feel like it's a possibility and that it could happen on Call of Duty. So it's more open to casual players because it's a more simplistic game. There's not that building mechanic. And the building mechanic wasn't really used for the first 4 or 5 seasons of Fortnite. But then as soon as we hit later seasons and people have been playing the game for longer, people became much better at building, and they were then able to use that to its advantage. And I think that that's what kind of potentially killed off Fortnite for a lot of casual players. They've probably seen a lot of their player base drop over the last year and a half or so, just because obviously you said they had such a quick rise to fame to begin with, that they're always bound to drop down anyway. That was always going to happen, but I think that it's actually happened quicker than they thought it was going to. Especially the high they were on, they probably thought they could at least maintain that for a year, whereas they've struggled to do so. But I think that is mainly down to how hard the game is now.
I wouldn't. But it's not the game that's hard. It's just the level of competition is higher, and that's going to happen in any single game that people have time. You look at FIFA, you can have a casual game of FIFA, but to actually win and be good against other people, you have to play non-stop pretty much and practice as much as you can. So
absolutely.
And FIFA has that sort of element of it can be casual, like against your mates or against the AI or whatever. Whereas Fortnite is very, I mean, quite literally, whoever is last wins. So there's not that element of casualness, I guess. So
No.
that's why it's not particularly suited to casual gameplay, because, well, that's not the sort of game it is. Same with Warzone.
But I think all games get to that point eventually. Like Call of Duty Warzone will get to that point where it is so competitive that it's nigh on impossible to win a game. At the moment, me and you feel like we could take a squad to a win because we have got to that like top 5 position a couple of times. But there will become a time where getting top 10 will be an achievement because people will just get better at the game. And that happens with nearly every single game out there.
Yeah, no, I mean, but then that's how it works, isn't it? You think with any, like this Valorant that comes out, obviously all the streamers have got alpha codes or whatever, all beta codes will be released and everything. When people first play that, they'll probably end up being like alright. But then, the more
But it'll get to a point where people are mental.
Oh, I can't stop sneezing. Christ. So it always happens when
I think that
people have loads of time and loads of practice, then obviously they will eventually become good. Is like the sort of sporadic games that you have, and in a sense me as well, like other than this quarantine, I don't tend to have a lot of time one after another playing. I'll sort of play for a couple of days and then I'll end up being away for a weekend or doing something or work, or so I don't get to play it like every single day. And obviously the more it's the same with anything, the more you do it the better you are, so you never really
I think that so you've mentioned Valorant there. Do you see that being the next big content creator game on YouTube?
I mean,
or do you see it just being the next big esport?
I mean, I don't know about YouTube, but definitely Twitch. There's loads of streamers that I follow anyway, that loads of them are playing it. I mean, I'm assuming ninjas play it. I've not been on Mixer, so I wouldn't know. But I mean, people
nor has anyone else.
Like Myth, Tim the Tapman, Dr. Lupo, all these sort of big streamers. I think Cypher's doing it as well. They've I guess, moved from Fortnite to Valorant, or to Warzone and now Valorant. I think a lot of the problem with Warzone is the fact that it's a lot easier to cheat. I think there's not an anti-cheat system in at the moment, whereas on Fortnite.
So there was an announcement yesterday that Call of Duty have banned something like 50,000 people or something like that.
Right. Okay.
So they're on it. They're getting there. But I think I've seen in quite a few content creators content that, they've said several times, I'm not challenging that person because he's cheating.
Yeah.
And they can tell because they've played the game so much, they can tell from a mile off if someone's cheating.
There was a video that Courage JD. He's now on YouTube, and was it? Oh no, it might have been Tim. Anyway, one of them, either him or Tim the Tapman, and like this guy has got an M4 or something, and he's literally just like aiming, seeing what catches on, and then just shoot, like just holding the trigger, and obviously killing people from like 500 meters away. And it's just like, it's so it's so blatant. It's not even like trying to mask it or anything. Yeah. But like, and it's just like, well, I know the odds are probably low, but they're now caught on a what you'd call obviously big time, streamer or content creator, and you sort of think, well, you're obviously not going to get away with this. Like, so many people have seen it, so many people know your username, so like you're going to get banned. And it's kind of like, I don't understand why, like, you win a game, but you're cheating, so it doesn't count. Like, I don't understand why people do it. But
no, I don't understand either. I think that's a whole other topic altogether, the whole cheating in video games. But like, for example, like Courage sees that, is streaming at the time. He's then streaming, I don't know what Courage's numbers are, but let's say he's streaming to like 10,000 people.
Probably.
That's then 10,000 people have seen it, and then from those 10,000 people, at least 5,000 are going to go and report that person. I'd say.
I think when he was on Twitch, it was like 17 to 20,000 viewers.
Yeah. So like a large percentage of those will then go and report your username for hacking. Like what's the point?
Well, it's like when they say, "I'll go flood this person's chat," or something, and then you just see like literally 3,000 people in a chat that usually has like 12, and it's just like, so yeah, like you say, there's going to be a lot of them that do it.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was. I saw on Twitter this morning. It might have been Courage actually, who went and raided a YouTuber or a streamer that only had one viewer.
Right.
And he was like, I took them into this stream, and it was mental. Like, this guy was a really good streamer.
Yeah.
And had the whole setup, was really engaging with his chat, was really good at the game, was really entertaining, but he only had one viewer. He's like, we all went into his stream after mine, and we ended up being in there for like an hour and a half watching him.
Yeah.
Like, that is mental. Like, there's people out there that are good content creators that aren't getting the audience they deserve just because they don't hit the algorithm, and that is again another conversation for another day.
But
probably.
Then you could also argue that potentially he may not have marketed it correctly. He may not have put it out anywhere. He may not have given himself a chance to actually be
discovered.
Yeah, it's only because someone big timers. But I guess he's had the luck for it to happen. So fair play.
Exactly, and then fingers crossed that guy who was on one viewer is now going to be on 100 viewers, because 100 people will have stayed from that raid.
Yeah, bouncy.
And that's how the world works at the moment in online media. You need someone big to recognise you, and that's how you catch your break, basically.
Well, that's the easiest way.
Absolutely. Or you just spend hours making videos for 20 views. That's what the real MVPs are doing right now, Jack. They're making Modern Warfare Warzone content for 10 people.
But then you make that content because you want to, not because you're trying to make millions off of it. You only make millions.
I'm definitely not entertaining enough to make millions off it. So yeah, we're gonna end this now on one thing. What do you think is going to be the next big content creator game? Give me one game. Go.
I think it's got to be Valorant. The way that it's being pushed, I think it's probably going to be.
So
I think Warzone is potentially the current. So, and then I think Valorant is going to be the next. In a sense.
Yeah, I think Warzone at the moment is the big one, but I think Valorant's got a chance. However, I'm going to throw one into the mix that's not been mentioned solely because I'm now looking at my screen and I can see the logo for it on my PlayStation. I'm going to say that there's going to be a big push in 2021, late 2021, for a game called Overwatch 2. And I reckon that might come out and
they definitely doing
turn a few heads. Yeah, Overwatch 2 is 100% in development.
Yeah,
it's been confirmed. They've talked about some of the things that are going to be involved in it. They're doing like AI part of the game. So. What's that? Sorry.
It's got a massive fan base already, so it's kind of. Already...
Yeah, I reckon that might become. Well, it's definitely going to be a game that I buy because Overwatch was so good, and I'm actually going to sit and play Overwatch 2 and try and get good at it when it does come out. But I think that could be one for content creators that could be quite interesting.
Yeah, I never played it, so the only gameplay I've seen is about 5 minutes on Tim the Tapman on his Twitch, and then when I was at yours and whoever it was playing, that's literally the only time I've seen it, and that was
it's
seconds, so.
It's a very good game. It's 100% worth playing. Anyway, so those are the two games that you guys at home have got to be making content on in the future to maybe hit it big on YouTube. If you want to check out Jack's links, they're all in the description down below. As are mine. I'm now on a channel that has been brought back from the dead. And I'm doing now loads of Call of Duty content over there and FPS games in general. So if you want to go and check that out, links in the description down below. Thanks very much for watching this mini-cast. If you haven't already subscribed to the Ayres Podcast YouTube channel, you're watching it right now, hit that subscribe button. It'd be much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Farewell, friends.
Your bloody outros.